Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included in our Ultimate Base 3.0. In the previous episode we actually managed to fuel up our steam rocket all the way from down here, and we actually figured it is absolutely no problem. The steam arrives here at around 130 degrees, and with nearly 150 kilograms of it in our rocket we can manage to travel up to 10 tiles. This is gonna be plenty to actually make it to the second planetoid and back, and it is also gonna be enough to visit some other planetoids, refuel them and make it back. I figured since we have the system in place, including a gas cargo canister that we can also fill with 3,600 kilograms of whatever, we might go all the way. So what that means is we could take an awful lot of oxygen with us in order to supply the Spacefarer module. We're already storing quite a bit of oxygen in the pipes, but you let me know that one of these packets is about enough for 10 seconds of breathing for one duplicant. And of course, my guys being in space for quite a bit longer, this is not gonna suffice. This is also why I installed the oxygen diffuser, but I would prefer not wasting my algae if there is another way, such as actually filling up a gas canister. Now honestly, I'm not 100% sure anymore. I think there was a time when you could actually connect these two guys directly together, so when you were outputting some gases from the Spacefarer module, it would automatically land in the cargo canister. But it might just as well run now exclusively on the gas rocket port loader. We'll have to test that actually. Okay, I actually got a little something here in the gas pipes, and it looks as though it already went out actually. So let's maybe set the canister to oxygen, and that might help. At the moment the chlorine is going out here. Yeah, I think we would have no choice. We would need to install a gas rocket port unloader, unload the steam from inside the rocket and refuel it. So what I'm gonna do is fill this gas canister up with another steam engine load, so 150 kilograms, and then the rest we're just gonna fill up with oxygen probably. So back to the gas meter valve, we want to set the amount to 150 kilograms, reset that, and the pump should go away. So this should now all work on its own. It should just bypass the rocket since there is no space anymore and then go into the loader instead. However, right here we also must make sure to select steam so we can actually store that. Oh, there is my steam incoming. Let's check the temperature. Yeah, at around 130 degrees. So absolutely perfect. And ooh, wait, that's not good. And it is also filling up right here. That's interesting. So why is it bypassing two? Oh, that was just the beginning. Okay, I don't get it. In this case, let's just go ahead, mop this up, and the rest should go into the module, filling this up. Delivered some steam. I also just finished the water pipes, in case you noticed that. And this is still filling up with steam. As soon as that is done, I'm probably gonna connect the oxygen as well. And then we just fill this up with oxygen, and the gas meter valve stopped at exactly 150 kilograms. I noticed it is not exact. It's like 0.2 kilograms off every time. But that is something I can definitely live with. Once the steam is through, I'm also gonna send in the oxygen here, and I might want to make a better system that I can turn on and off. For now, I believe I'm just gonna cut it whenever I don't need it. And there goes my oxygen. Look at that. So the first two packets, as it is switching the liquid probably, they just get lost. That is kind of funny that the occasional packet just gets lost. Maybe this isn't necessary if I time it correctly. Yeah, it just looks like every now and then it gets stuck because it does some processing. Good, and now we're actually gonna take quite a while to completely fill up this rocket. I guess we don't really have to watch it. We can then just cut it in the end, connect these pipes together, and the overflow is just gonna be expelled. Great, so we are almost ready. Let's check the interior once again. I did have some heat problems because of the hot materials I'm transporting all over the place. But I think we now got it under control. It's not a desirable temperature, but I was at 90 degrees previously. And I just started to rebuild a few things to get them back to 45 degrees. And eventually I also used a bottle emptier to get some liquids in there and cool things down again. But yeah, I would say our next step is to send Liam over. Is he already capable of flying a rocket? We are gonna need some rocket piloting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna send him into the skill scrubber. Though, what are we gonna need right off the bat when we land? We're gonna need mechatronics engineering. Yeah, I might not even respec him. Like, if we get Mechatronics Engineering, he's at 9 morale, and then we just need 1 point into rocket piloting to be able to make it over there. And I can definitely keep up 10 morale inside the rocket. So that's cool. I'm gonna give him the Mechatronics Engineering hat. And then as soon as the rocket is filled up, we're gonna make it over there. Okay, I feel like we're ready to do this now. I also installed a rocket platform so we can land safely. And I guess one thing we shouldn't forget about are the ladders. Actually, let me check what we can do so the rocket can still land. We need to go up 20 tiles with the ladder and then 1 over. So that would be approximately up to here. That's 19, 20 and 1 over. And then the pilot should also be able to exit. So now they have a couple of days to actually build that, and I believe we can go. This is only to test things out. We're gonna actually come back to this planetoid once again and then do the real mission. But you know, I just want to be aware of my possibilities, because when we start to land on other planetoids, we might not be as lucky as with this one in terms of actually having access to oxygen and stuff like that. So I would say I'm now stopping this. Yeah, we want to interrupt this line. And with that out of the way, we're ready to launch this thing, right? Pilot boarded, destination set. Yeah, looks like a complete checklist. Let me check out some priorities here. How is Liam doing? Are you doing rocketry? Yeah, you are allowed to do everything. By the way, Liam's machinery skill is already at 22, pretty impressive. And his athletic skill is at 14, crazy. Anyways, let's change the destination to over here. We want to switch to crew, set the crew to be Liam. And looks like the rocket is more than ready to go. Wonderful. Liam already inside. And wait a second, I did forget something, namely the food. Yeah, totally. We want to fill this up with like at least 20 kilograms. Let's do 25 kilograms of food. And it's going to be our famous gristleberry that we also need to change soon. I want better food. Wow, I always forget. 25 kilograms is already 50,000 kilocalories. This is a little bit too much. I mean, most of it is gonna spoil anyway, so let's do 15 and refill this again. Nice, and we even got a batch of 99% in there. Great. Let's do this, change to crew and begin the launch sequence. Liam, come on, boots, 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 boots. Okay, he's actually contracted, yeah, allergic reaction as usual. That is now gonna be over. And 3, 2, 1, blast off. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Now, another thing I'm worried about here with the steam is the temperature is a little bit different here. And it's also seeping through the first layer of insulated tiles here. That is something I expected, but there's a completely different type of fallout with the steam hanging all over the place and then actually condensing again. Wow, that is insane. Let's check out the rocket. How are we doing? Liam, you can unequip the suit for the time being. And you should have everything available now. Okay, nice. On crew deal, we're also ready with the ladders. Perfect. Oh, Gossmann, are you excited? I sure hope so. Maybe another little something we should already prepare is a gas pump here. We also want a gas pipe element sensor, a high gas pressure vent, and then connect everything with pipes. And for now, we want to bring this all the way over inside of the module. This is going to be the beginning of the oxygen production until we have something better going on. Right now I'm still struggling with the algae production. This still needs to get going and we still have all of this oxygen ready for us to take. We might want to install another deodorizer though, and then give this pump some power. This should then fill up our 2 Atmo docks as well as the module itself. In the meantime, let's check out the star map. Looking good. Arrival in 3.9 cycles. Let's check back on the aftermath here. Yeah, I mean, I could deal with the heat, but then the steam all over the place condensing, that's a different topic. The heat isn't actually that bad. It's just, you know, as much as the steam is. Liam just took a good night's sleep, and from the looks of it, he's still pretty happy. His optimism is well received, though maybe I should have hung up a bunch more of these pictures, just to keep the mood a bit more realistic. Well, I have to say, in the end, it wasn't even that bad, honestly. Just a little bit of sweeping. I think for mid-game this is a pretty reliable option, and then you probably want to switch to something more advanced. And I have to say, it feels as though the rocket is much slower than the carbon dioxide one. But that could be because of the payload we're having. Woohoo! Here we come! In about 2.7 cycles. Hopefully during this cycle we'll be able to finish this. Did I already set up the cabling? Not really. Add some automation wire there. I want to make sure they build the pipe element sensor first, so I can already set this up. Though, hold on, we want to detect oxygen, so we need a NOT gate first. Into a NOT gate and then into that thing. And that is actually gonna give us the correct results, because we only want clear and fresh oxygen, not the nasty polluted stuff that is actually gonna break our suits. Yeah, I think my biggest problem currently is that we don't have berry sludge. Berry sludge, we don't have to worry about refrigeration, it's just gonna stay fresh forever, and that means we have a reliable number as to how many days we can keep someone in space. Like here, I know it would be 27 days for one duplicant, however, that is not the case if we look at how fast this spoils. It doesn't even need to be berry sludge, there's also other food that is better than -6% in these conditions. Okay, oxygen is what we want to detect. Are we already pumping? Why aren't we pumping? Yeah, of course, I forgot to connect these guys. Sweet, now we will be getting the precious oxygen into the base finally. I'm still gonna keep it open here. As a matter of fact, we should make sure... No, actually it's good. We have this almost closed up. It's just this little tile here, the oxygen can still escape. But I do not want to activate the transit tube access points until we have at least another solar panel and maybe a better situation with the automation and the coal here. Then we can activate the transit tubes and the rest is gonna be easy. Okay guys, I think it is almost happening. Yes. 1 minute left to go. I'm actually really excited for this now. We've been working hard for it to go smooth. I just jinxed it, didn't I? Anyways, looks like we are landing. I don't want to miss that. And yes, there comes the rocket. We have enough space. Good stuff, good stuff. And here we are. Wonderful. We're melting a bunch of things now. Is this bad? We broke... No, we did not break the liquid lock here. And thankfully, more water is going to be condensing. But look at that. Liam just left the rocket like that. Let's check it out. Is it still... No, it is not grounded yet. Do we even want to ground it? No, I think I want to change the crew and then leave with it, right? We still have half of the steam left in the rocket, so it is exactly enough to make it back. But if we wanted to refuel this now, we just have to add a rocket port unloader and then we would build a bunch of pipes and that's all it really takes. But I'm really not so sure about storing the oxygen here. I don't think this is actually worth it. Yeah, I'd much rather just have the oxygen production here being the algae. That is good enough to me. For 1 or 2 duplicants, even if we have it up for multiple days, it's not going to be that bad. We are at 58 and 73%. That should be enough to make it back. Yeah, let's freaking do this. We're gonna switch the crew. It's gotta be Turner and Gossmann as a pilot. Where's Gossmann? Up here. Yeah, we need the pilot. And Liam, you are not gonna go in there anymore. Wow. I hope he was prepared for this to go this quickly. He was like, yay, finally, company is here. Yeah, directly back, and then we're gonna be doing some refueling in preparation to visit the 3rd planetoid. Let's do this. Turner is already going in. Good, we're waiting for Gossmann. Where's Gossmann? And look at that, Liam is already going nuts with the mechatronics engineering. That's why I hired you, man. Gossmann using the toilet. Ah, jeez, it had to be his downtime. Oh, that reminds me, we should also think about the schedules now. Liam, I want you to change into a more agreeable schedule. You're just gonna have the same schedule as the first shift on the main planetoid. And then Gossmann and Turner can still remain in the same schedule. Liam is using this toilet because the other one is clogged up at the moment. We are having problems. We should now also switch the garden. I didn't do that yet because we don't really have the right temperatures in the joint. I already tried to make it better by removing all of the ice that was hanging out on the floor. If we rebuilt a couple of things, we could probably do a better job. But yeah, in this fridge we want to keep the bog jelly and then we want to go ahead and start cooking. Oh, that's another skill I have to give Liam. We want Swampy Delights, cook that forever. And then under consumables, let's check that out. We don't want to eat the bog jelly anymore as of this point. Let's check out skills. Liam, you are gonna need at least some grilling. I'm just trying to evaluate his final build. He's not gonna need rocket piloting eventually, though is he? Yeah, maybe for the exosuit training. Well, let's leave him here a couple of cycles and see how it goes with the morale and everything. But I believe, yeah, we're now technically ready to turn this on so he can actually use the suit for everything. And Turner, what are you doing? Ah, jeez, okay, that did not work. Ah, I did not set it to crew yet. Okay, that makes sense. If we set it to crew, acknowledge warnings, begin launch sequence, then we should be fine. Okay, my bad, as usual, I guess. But there you go. You can eat inside the rocket. Just go. Good luck! Okay, nice. That was a cool rescue mission, and we did it, and Liam is going mayhem. He did not even look at them once before he started building his mechatronics engineering stuff. Okay, Liam, did you seriously not understand what Gossmann and Turner just sacrificed for you? They've been working on this like 100 cycles. Jeez. This is gonna be your bed as of this point, and this is gonna be your mess table. Okay? We will then start to take everything else apart. Don't need that, these. No, oh, actually, we might need these for one more day at least, until I have figured out a good solution for this. I'm not yet sure if we are gonna consume more polluted water than we actually produce, but if not, we need a way to take care of the overflow. Because right now everything is coming from the algae distiller 2 that will be running for quite a few cycles, but then once we are all done with the slime, there's not going to be a constant stream of polluted water anymore. Well, I'm hoping by then we actually have switched to some other food and we will be providing the food for this colony here from the main planetoid. Just look at the dynamic duo. I love these guys. But we're rudely interrupted by the save. Liam is still doing the great deed, building through the wall. This is kind of useful to know. Maybe we can make use of it. Allow manual use this time around, and we are gonna store, where is it? Consumable or coal in here, please. This is still not hooked up to power. My bad. Yeah, let's do it there. And then we still need some liquid in here. I totally forgot about that. Or did I? No, it actually just turned into ice. Maybe if I build a drywall behind it, we can get it to melt again. The ice is at minus 2.2 degrees. I think we can get it up a little bit. Yeah, this is at the verge of liquefying actually. All of our duplicants on the main planetoid by now have almost nothing to do. This is crazy. We only have 7 duplicants here and there's barely anything for us to do. I still don't want to take the rest of this biome apart. I'm sure I can still make this useful somehow, even in conjunction with a rocket program. Yeah, I guess this would be a reason to maybe take one of my duplicants and bring them on another planetoid. But right now we just have to live with it. I already swept everything up. There's seriously nothing we can do right now. The good thing is the planetoid should all be working, and just look at the speed of Liam. He's going nuts. Liam's biggest problem, I think at the moment, is his carrying capacity, though he should have improved carrying. What are you doing, Liam? Liam is currently at 13 morale. Maybe a bit more, because at the moment we're not using the bathroom and this is also just a mess hall. We're missing the decorative item. Liam should be putting some more priority on operating. Wait, I don't want you to do this anymore. We are now gonna disable automatic harvesting for everything else. And we can probably also already take apart 4 of these farms. I also don't want this fridge anymore, and we're gonna move everything outside of the base. So this power system can go. We also want a new location for the rock crusher. The skill scrubber will go, and that's probably it right now. We need to temporarily allow bog jelly for Liam until he started cooking. So thinking about it, cooking might be another thing we want to prioritize. But yeah, there we go. Liam successfully arrived at the planetoid. Our dynamic duo is gonna return to the main planetoid in about 2.5 cycles, and then as soon as we refueled everything and are ready to go, we're gonna go for the 3rd planetoid. But with that out of the way, I would say we're gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for watching, have a great time, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.